Hola, buenas tardes. Hi, good afternoon. This is your Unified Ascension Angelic Master Healer, and I just want to see how everybody's doing through their updates. This goes out to subscribers and viewers and the Higher Self channel. I really appreciate the love and support you guys can give me. It's tremendous to know that I have all this connection and all this force that's going around through its energy fields. I just like to collaborate on what's going on as we're getting a lot more viewers telling their stories. It's great to know that my energy fields are working around everybody's solar and mecha systems through its clarifications and voicing signals and its patterns and wave patterns and all that. So I'm fully connected right now because I've had my conception of its meditation methods. So I just want to go in today fully of the equinox. Now the equinox is based on different vibrations. People are not sure exactly what their vibration level is, and it has a tendency to go from up and down, up and down. And because this happens is because we're going through the past, we're going through anger, frustrations, emotional. Some people are going to feel a little bit more aggressive. Some people are going to feel less emotional, more emotional, and trying to figure out why, what's going on with their vibrations. And they're not sure because the equinox is coming into its spring, but it's also remembering past references of what happened through its era, how it all started, you know, way back with the king, you know, the light and the dark. How the dark overrides the light and how the light is coming back in fully and completely. So that's why we're going through different vibration levels. And people are having a hard time trying to connect on their vibration. They're not sure exactly what's happening with their vibration. And they're very confused. Well, this is totally normal as your energies are going inside you. But you're going to ask yourself, these things are happening for a reason, and that reason is because we're planetary to the fifth dimension. Now, it's very important to know that everybody knows these things because our vibrations are not, there's no surety of anything. The vibration levels are flexing right now, back and forth, back and forth. And we're getting so confused with our brains and our minds, and we're not sure what's happening. It's all through human behavior and emotion. I mean, sometimes you get frustrated and you take it out on somebody, you don't even know why. Because your vibrational levels are not in sync with your synchronizing souls. And that's why we're having these problems. And that's why the equinox is so powerful. It is having a tremendous force over me right now. So you have to meditate and forget all those thoughts and remember who you are so you can move forward in life. Because the equinox is kind of like a balance in between, but you want to move forward. You don't want to move to the past. Because how can you be on a high frequency level and then all of a sudden come back down on that? So you have to somehow scale it. This is what you want to do. Okay? And there's no meter. There's no time meter that runs out on this. It's just, it's your vocationary levels of volumes of patterns. Your voicing signals that are the energy that's going in through you and your energy cycles. So you can get full collaboration with what's happening with the equinox. Now, it's good to know that this is probably the most powerful energy that is put into me, and it sometimes overrides my system. But I meditate so I don't forget who I am as a person. And the higher self knows exactly not to get confused. So he stays in space continuum, he moves forward and he works in space. Rather than thinking about, okay, you know, you don't want to go to a different vibration. You want to stay at that frequency that you are right now. So, and the higher you go, the more you can pass through its light formations. And that's what you want. You want to move forward. Yeah, sure, you're going to have past references of, I don't know, maybe 1,000 lives, depending on the equinox and how it sets inside your brain. What is it telling you? Is it telling you so much past that's happened so far and it wants to keep you there and it doesn't want to bring you forward? Maybe it just wants to keep you balanced. Maybe it wants to put you on the emotional side, the angry side, the frustration side, the tired side. All these things are through its equinox. So you have to let go of everything. That's what you need to do. You need to let go of everything. So you can get that full abundance of unconditional love, the love within, the love without. I mean, I cherish these moments every time I meditate. Because meditation is a huge, huge part of its synchronizing soul, your heart chakra, your definitive self, your higher self, everything around you and your abundance. Everything that you want to see yourself doing, keeping yourself going forward. Because if you dwindle yourself and you're not sure of your vibration, then your levels will get tangled up and confused, and you'll stay in that. And that's a total circle that you don't want to do. It's just, it goes round and round and round and round, and it stays in that vibrational level. Because if you go back down, then you got to work your way back up, or you got to figure out, why am I feeling like this? Well, what's going on with me? This connection is not right. I don't feel right. You know, it's everything that you feel around you that makes you feel warm and special, and you know, you want to make yourself feel welcome with your human emotions and interacting with intelligence or planets or even humans. It's so important to know that you know yourself and your higher self. The higher self always keeps moving forward. It doesn't want to get confused, because things will go back to A, B, and C. And you've been past that. So these are the steps that you have to go through every single time, so you don't have to get confused or frustrated. It's important to understand your vibrations and what level you're at. A lot of people don't know, and that's why they get so construed with themselves. I mean, half the time I'm human just like everybody else, just I'm more in depth with my, not so much my subconscious, but my conscious, because the subconscious is the data processing that falls back into the brain, and the conscious is on an everyday living. So the everyday living is with me and its higher self. But you have to ask your angels, your archangels, your definitive angels, your guardian angels, earth angels for help, just to bring back your balance. It's very important that you find that synchronizing place where you once were, and how you feel content and happy with yourself, knowing that your atmosphere and everything around you and your energy fields, you can feel content and subsize yourself to that vibration and bring it to a higher level as you go into space continuum. So it's just good to know that we can get past the equinox, because it's an extremely powerful force that's going over. It's dark formation. And a lot of people are having a lot of confusion because it disrupts our energies. And that's what it wants to do. But it's a process that we have to go through. Everybody has to go through this. So having that full connection with yourself, your higher self, your definitive self, knowing that you're through this sacred universe, the sacred mind, the sacred heart, the sacred soul, the sacred self, all these things have a connection through who you really are, and not forget who you are from the beginning. Because, you know, it's a matrix, and you're trying to get out of the maze. That's what it is. You start off at the beginning, and you got this maze that you're going through, and you can't go through that door because that door is locked. So you go through another door. You find a door that follows forward, but it's using strategy through the brain, right? The brain allows you to move forward, but which door do I go through? All these things are based on your life preferences and how you want to move forward in life. Because if you keep going through that door, you're going to go around in circles, and then you're going to end up back at the beginning. I've done that many times. But you have the higher self, and you have your archangels, any angels of any life formation, and your guidance through other life formations. People that you know that are connected through the higher source. So it's understanding the maze theory, the theatrical theory, where it becomes reality, and it's not just a dream, it's actually real. So getting through that maze is an accomplishment on its own. So I guess, you know, that could explain more what the equinox is. It is a maze theory. It is through the matrix, but it's just telegraphing waves through its vibrations, and it's setting your limits down rather than moving forward and up. So you want to keep that balance. So once you get past that maze theory, you can use that abundance to strive through an acceleration, which is incredibly fast, because nothing will get in your way. Nothing will get in your way. I mean, there are detours and all that, but on fast track, you can move forward a lot quicker because you're on that higher vibration, and you are balanced with that vibration. You know exactly what level of vibration you are on. Now, I'm on a continuance of extreme higher vibrational frequency harmonic. Now, the harmonic is tremendous force. But again, too, it can bring me back down too. But I don't allow it. I allow myself to calm myself through its tranquility, find Mother Nature, find the Creator, and ask for their assistance. Because they're the most powerful entity in the world. They can provide you with the guidance that you need, just to keep yourself intact of your definitive souls, and allows the higher self to strive for greatness. I'll say that again, strive for greatness. And once you reach that potential, You can pretty do much, anything you want on its higher end, through the angelic realms, through the dimensions. Anything parallel, anything paradox. Things will come a lot more quicker. You'll be more alert with yourself. You feel better about yourself, knowing that things are there's going to be more acceptance. And once you find that path of existence is going to have its steps. You know, the Chinese philosophy is climbing those steps. How many steps do I have to climb to get to the top of the mountain? The mountain of glory of its kingdom and its riches. Well, you can get there. You just have to be patient. Patience is a virtue. Perseverance, never give up. Always strive, always perceive yourself to move forward. So I'm just giving you a better look of what's going on right now, because the equinox is extremely powerful. And I just don't want everybody to get too confused with their vibrational levels, how they can get past that and move forward through its maze theory and its Chinese steps. So, and going through that right door that you want to go through. So, yeah, so I just want to give you a bit more update on the equinox and exactly what's happening through its transformation and manifestation. So I hope that helps out. And I'll keep putting up my my videos, which I enjoy very much. So I will talk to you later. This is your Unified Ascension Angelic Master Healer. Adios.